EBS TV, television reloaded. Politics, governance, issues affecting the people, the economy, State in Focus, weekdays on EBS.
Today is May Day, and I have two very distinguished personalities who are the arrowheads when we talk about labor affairs in Edo State. I have Comrade Sonny Osayende, the State Chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress. You are welcome. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
I also have Comrade Marshall Owe, the State Chairman of the State Union Congress, also with us this morning.
Happy Workers' Day.
The program is State in Focus, and today we'll be looking at the state government, developmental strides, and the workers of Edo State. How far have we gone? Rome, they say, was not built in a day. What has been the state of projects in Edo State? What has been the situation with our workers? And what has been the relationship between the government and the people? That is what we're going to be looking at. Frankly speaking, as a person, well, as State Chairman of the NLC, what's your assessment of the state government developmental strides so far?
Yeah, you will agree with me. Let me first of all congratulate him so far. Since the session of Comrade Obaseki, Edo has gone beyond what it is. He has improved on his predecessor's achievement. If you look at Obaseki as a person, I call him workaholic. All the dead infrastructures in Benin, as a person, I'm assessing him as a person. He revived all of them. He revived them. Look at the technical colleges at Uselu. It is now as if you are in Canada. It's the same structure as you have in Canada, because I happen to be in Canada. If you look at the secretarial buildings that were abandoned, that our forefather, Dr. Samuel Bamidia, started, that the other government could not complete, this man focused on it and did it very well. You will equally see on the road infrastructure that is building upon. I'm not praising because I'm only saying what he has done. He actually has entered my kind of person for the job he has done. As for the workforce where I belong, it is second to none. I have not had cause as chairman of Nigerian Labour Congress with counterpart with my friend, Comrade Marshall, in discussion with him. When you meet him, he will open your books and tell you the financial records, so that when you are negotiating, you know how to negotiate. And the reason that most states could not achieve now is the minimum wage. Do you agree with me? The minimum wage does not take us how many weeks? Not less than 2 weeks. We looked at the paper and said, let us strike the balance. Even the balance will struck. It's the same thing with the federal government. Today, the workers of Edo State are enjoying the minimum wage. Previous administration did the minimum wage. It was 1,000 they were adding. But Obaseki came and said, do it. Head of service, open the books. Let the labor leaders see it. And we did exactly what we thought it was nice. And when he saw it, he said the priority will be the priority of workers is my priority. And if workers are happy, he's happy. Then the area of training and retraining. If you can see, if you go to third training center as I speak now, the place has been rebuilt, structured to a way that those states most talent will not be digital. He has provided computer for some areas. It is stage by stage, and some that have not got will get. We are following his footsteps, and that is why we are praying and hoping that in the remaining parts of his tenure, he should finish the work he has started so far.
Comrade Owe, you are the State Chairman of the Trade Union Congress. What's your assessment of the state government performance so far?
To me, I would say he has done excellently well. If he's not doing well, I will also say he's not doing well.
I know you.
It's suffice to say, permit me to use the biblical word and say, mene, take care, per se. The handwriting is evidential everywhere. I don't say what I don't say. If you look at the technical college, it's a world class. If you look at the secretariat, it's a world class. Therefore, it's evidential everywhere that you can see them. If you are blind, you hear others saying it. If you are deaf, you can also see. You will see it there. Therefore, whatever the Obaseki is doing today is there for everybody to see. He's a man that do talk less and do much. If you go through Testamento, it's a road that have been abandoned over years. I could simply say Obaseki is a man with a lion heart. Because he does not talk much, that is why you begin to see, you don't hear much. But if you go around the town, you will know there is every evidence that Obaseki has done absolutely well. Obaseki have paid all to date in terms of pension contribution fund. The law workers to the core in terms of salary, even in the midst of this COVID-19, when governors are shying away from payment of salary. He paid full salary and he paid accordingly to the normal time he pays. Then I will say, without any outer of fear, that Obaseki has done absolutely well and is doing absolutely well.
Okay, now let's come back home now. Today is May Day. Every talk today is about the workers, and of course, when you are talking about workers, you're talking actually in terms of their relationship with the state government. How would you assess the relationship between the state government and the Edo State workforce? For the number of years that he's been
for the past 3.5 years, I want to quickly say that Governor Noah Obaseki have related well with the worker. The relationship between worker and government of Edo State is absolutely very cordial. Cordial in the sense that what you ask that is genuine, the government of Obaseki will respond. When he came, the issue of pension was not, it didn't go down well with the workers. But he was able to tell us that we are saving for our future. As I speak now, what we have with the PFA or retirement, we will not be waiting for our gratuity. The only thing we are saying is that accurate variation that he will need to pay the period you have served that he has not been captured. Those state government said he will pay. So far so good. I want to say most sincerely, the relationship between the working class of Edo State and the government is very, 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 very cordial.
Comrade Owe, TUC chairman Edo State. The relationship between the state government and the workforce.
Yeah, we have cordial relationship. There's also an evidence to show for that for the past 3.5 years, we've not had reason to go strike. And the reason for that is when you talk to him, he listens. He's a man that does not shy away from taking responsibility when the need arises. When there are shortcomings and we decide to meet him and say, look, this area and this area and this area, please let's look into it. The man is willing to listen and put the book down. One thing I know in him is this: he does not hide the books. He say, look, come, let's put the books down, let's discuss. We'll look into this issue, and at the end of the day, there will definitely be a solution. And one thing I've also discovered about him is this: he does not take absolute decision where he single-handedly just sit down and take decision that affect workers. Whatever he wants to take decision about workers, he has seen that there's every need to always invite labor leader. We sit down, we look into it. If there are areas that is not good to us, we tell him this area we don't like it. At the end of the day, we'll put our head together, we'll discuss, and we'll get the solution rolling. When I hit him like this, yes, it's because I love him. Your good friend will always tell you your teeth is not well brushed. It does not portray an insult. He only give you an advice to sit down and look at area where you are not doing well.
How do you hit him? With punches physically?
No, it's not punches.
Are you able to come close enough as to...
Yes, I tell him directly, sir.
Okay, by way of words.
Yes. Yeah, we are not measuring up in this aspect. And the man will not shy away from it. He say, what do you mean? We sit down together, we look into it and say, okay. Why not let us do like that? At the end of the day, we agree, and that is why you could attest to the fact today that this good relationship have been on for over 3 years, and we still hope to keep this good relationship up. But when the workers of Edo State backs you, have the total confidence you are not going to fall, because we will tell you the way it should be. We are not the one that will just wake up tomorrow and run away because of personal interest, just the same way others decide to run away. I keep telling him, politicians remain politicians. Politician is just after self-accusation and interest. But for the workers of Edo State, when we make you a friend, you are our friend indeed. We will swim with you, we will drown with you, and definitely we will come out of it. I want the government to know that the workers of Edo State are his friend and will remain his friend.
The workers of Edo State are friends of the state government and friends of Godwin Obaseki as well. The governor has done quite a lot. I told you a while ago on the Odigye Oyegun Staff Training Center. We'll roll that visual, and then we'll come back to talking specifically about the state government and the workers, and then we'll go on to look at those areas that we want the government to do more.
It is the expectations of Edo people that when this Odigye Oyegun Staff Training Center fully come on stream, it will no doubt enhance the productivity of the state public servants in the discharge of their duties.
Well, the saying used to be that Rome was not built in a day. It took hundreds of years for Rome to be what it is today. But look at the kind of development we have witnessed since the coming of Godwin in August Obaseki, I think is remarkable. I think that it won't be out of place to say is a wonderful governor, and that this government is an excellent one. However, you know, they say that Oliver will always ask for more. I don't know what more you want the state government to do.
Actually speaking, sincerely from the deep of my heart, if you were privileged to visit that, it was formerly called Staff Training Center.
Yes.
If you visited there, it was a shambles of itself, where classrooms were leaking. That is where we train our civil servants. Now named Odigye Training Center. That place is an edifice of its own. For any Edo State worker that will go for a trade there, it will become brand new because of the infrastructure that he has put on place there. I happened to be there last week to see for myself, but I was going to make some commentaries about it. And I saw that it is second to none amongst contemporaries that have visited in other states. I must sincerely say, the vision of Obaseki is different from others.
Comrade Owe, in what area do you want the state government to do more?
Definitely, there are areas we need his attention. The issue of workers' promotion, I want him to do more the issue of workers' promotion. Though I want to use the opportunity also time the outgone head of service, Mr. Ehiozuwa. Ehiozuwa do so much from behalf of worker. That is a man that was able to know that there was a team decision between the politicians and that worker being head of service. That is the same way we tell the president of service to continue from where Ehiozuwa stopped. I wanted to look at the issue of promotion. That promotion should be up to date. As I also speak with you, we want him to send a team out to fumigate all the video ministries. As I speak with you, because some of our workers are still working and they're at the office, to fumigate those offices and ensure that sanitizer and nose masks are given to the workers that are in the office. Yeah, definitely he has tried in the area of trying to, because it is a complex world, technologically driven, that there's a need to update workers' knowledge every now and then. I want a situation where workers' knowledge are being updated every now and then so that they will meet up with modern trends. So far, he's a man, just as I said, blood flows in a vein. He's been able to do to his ability, and I want to urge him to continue to do more for workers, especially in the area of salary. He has never failed for over 3 years to ensure workers get their salary. He's a man that has workers in mind. Want to continue to ensure that those things that make workers work well, that they should provide it for workers. I think so far so good, and they should continue to do more for workers.
Well, so far it's been so good between the state government and the workers of Edo State. I'd like us to take some time to look into another area where the state government is doing so well in terms of health, i.e. in the establishment of isolation centers within very short time, and what has the kind of impact that has brought to our well-being, to the extent that those states can now beat her chest to say, well, COVID-19 may be there, but we are doing so well at controlling it. I'd like to let you see this video clip of one of the isolation centers and see how fully equipped it is, and then the impact that it has made on our well-being in terms of our health.
This is the newly built COVID-19 Edo State Infectious Disease Isolation Center with the state-of-the-art facilities to treat COVID-19 patients in Edo State. The 30-bed facility, which is said to have been built by Edo State government, accompanied by 15 ventilators, took 12 days to erect. Inspecting the facility, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, who is also the chairman Edo State COVID-19 Technical Committee, said the beauty of the 30-bed isolation center was born out of the determination of Edo State government in ensuring the people of the state are rescued from coronavirus pandemic. State Commissioner for Health Dr. Patrick Okundia said the COVID-19 complex at the Stella Obasanjo Hospital is the 3-in-1 facilities and urged anyone in the state who has any symptom relating to COVID-19 to visit the Stella Obasanjo Hospital for proper checkup. In the same vein, Zenith Bank PLC has donated 200 beds to Edo State government. Zonal Head Edo Zone 3 Zenith Bank PLC, Patrick Akuroda, said the donation is part of their efforts to assist government. State Deputy Governor Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu thanked the bank for the donation and appealed to other corporate bodies to do same. The 200 beddings donated by Zenith Bank PLC will go a long way to enhance the new COVID-19 isolation center built by Edo State government.
Okay, you just saw one of the isolation centers. We have them in the 3 senatorial districts. We also have, in addition to that, the mobile screening and testing centers. I don't know if you have a word for the workers of Edo State. I haven't seen this.
You will agree with me that this made the thing is stop COVID-19 at workplace, and Edo State government is in the front of fighting this scourge. The center you are saying is Stella Basajo. I was there. Not just the structure. We have every facility in that place. And I've had the opportunity to see those that have gone to isolation there and come out successfully. And I'm very, very thankful to Governor Obaseki. Now, the privileges have been given to different corners where you have a testing center. That is why I want to use the opportunity to tell our workers. Definitely, like I said, the coronavirus does not walk to you. You walk into coronavirus. As a result, we don't know who's having it because it does not show in the face. What to keep yourself clear? Go to any of these centers. Go there. You'll be tested free of charge.
Comrade Marshall Oboe, you are the state chairman of the Trade Union Congress. Any word for your members?
His Excellency is very conscious of the health of Edo State worker and the entire citizen of Edo State worker. That is why you see the primary health system upgraded even before now. Even when they tried to come out with the Edo Health Insurance Scheme, he said, no, I didn't want this to be for workers, it should be for the entire Edo State worker. That suffice to say that he's very, very interested in the health of workers and the Edo citizen. You must also forget that a healthy worker is a productive worker. Therefore, the workers keep the system running. A good civil service gives you good government. So therefore, for government to be very, very successful, you need a very, very productive civil service. And to be productive in civil service, you need to be healthy. So far, so good. I think he has done absolutely well in terms of health. But I will want to tell him before they take off for the EHS, we want to see the hospital and all the takes. I want to say kudos to him. He should continue, just as I said in Waka, about it should not be politicized.
Okay, it's been State in Focus. I am Usagi Asabo.
State in Focus, weekdays on EBS.